Okay. You know, every year or so, another one of these gentlemen comes to our attention, and we thought, what the heck, now would be a perfect time to talk about UFOs and visitors from other planets. My next guest is a representative of the Aetherius Society and claims that they're coming our way. Please welcome David Capraro. David, come on out here. Hi, David.
How you doing?
Nice to see you. Come on over and have a seat.
Thank you.
How you been?
Great.
What do you do for a living, David?
Well, I'm a manager of a large parking operation in Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan?
Yes.
And they give you some time off to go around talking about UFOs and so forth?
Yeah, as long as I mention the company name on the
Okay,
national television.
Maybe we'll have...
Not really.
Tell me about the, did I pronounce it correctly, the Aetherius Society?
Aetherius, A-E-T-H-E-R-I-U-S.
Tell me about the society. What are we doing there?
Well, the Aetherius Society is an international metaphysical organization which was founded in 1955 by a master of yoga, Sir George King, and through his very outstanding abilities, he was chosen to be the contact through which highly advanced extraterrestrials would speak to mankind, and we can substantiate that claim.
What year did that, was the society founded?
1955.
55, okay.
Yes.
How can you substantiate the claim?
Well, the cosmic intelligences are millions of years ahead of us. And when they speak through Sir George King, he goes into a deep, positive yogic trance and gains telepathic rapport with these beings. And every one of these is recorded on professional studio equipment, on tape, and they used to give for example, flying saucer forecasts, saying flying saucers can be sighted over such and such a city at such and such a time, and they always came true. And this was confirmed in newspapers.
How often does he have one of these little things?
Well, he's had over 600. He's taken over 600 cosmic transmissions. He's done it on television and before public audiences.
Does he do them there in the parking garage?
No, he's not associated.
Not associated with the parking garage. All right. But voices come to him. All right. Now, here we have basic principles included in the teachings of the Aetherius Society. I thought this was interesting. Jesus and Buddha came from Venus. You know, I thought Buddha came from Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Seriously, according to the information we do have, many of the masters who have come to this planet have come from other planets. They were born on this planet to give their teachings and help to mankind. Yeah. When the Master Jesus walked the earth, he said that he was of the house of David and the bright morning star, and the bright morning star is Venus.
I see. All right. Now, have you ever seen a flying saucer, a UFO?
Oh, yes, I have. And many millions of people, according to Gallup poll, have seen UFOs. In fact, the government knows that they exist, and it is provable through the government's own documents that there is a vast cosmic Watergate or UFO cover-up going on.
Why would they want to cover that up exactly?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. The technology behind them, for one thing, they could save billions of dollars in military research. They could take over the world with that technology, and there are other reasons. But
what are the other reasons?
Well, the Air Force can't explain why they can't protect sensitive nuclear installations where they have been sighted by highly trained military observers, etc., etc.
Okay. Now, tell me about the one you saw. You've seen many or just the one?
Oh, no, I had one very good sighting when I was a teenager.
Yeah, what was it?
A bright golden, looked like a globe in the sky, and out of it came another object, traveled some distance, and then went back into it after a while. And a bunch of us kids saw it, and we
How long did it last, the whole thing?
Oh, that was for about 10, 15 minutes, and it was in the daytime.
Yeah. Where was this?
Detroit, Michigan.
What do we have here?
Okay, this photo is quite dark. You should actually catch the top half of it. I don't know how well it's going to show up on TV. But this is a photograph taken on the surface of the moon by a lunar orbiter 5 back in 1967.
Is this a NASA photo?
NASA photograph, and this was the first pictorial atlas of the moon's surface. You have two objects on here that have traveled 900 feet and 1,200 feet. One of them has left a very unusual tread pattern, and the object higher up, if they show that higher up, has left a 1,200-foot unbroken trail which actually comes up out of a crater. Now, NASA has no explanation for this. However, we do know.
Right here, David, that's the growth that we're going to have to remove. But I think there's about a 98% chance you'll recover. But that's going to have to come out. All right. So unexplained, and there's tire tracks on the board.
That is a NASA photograph, by the way.
What do we have here?
2 more NASA photographs. The one on the left shows the surface of Mars, a photograph taken by a Viking orbiter in 1976 from 1,000 miles off the surface.
1,000 miles away from Mars? That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and the object there, that is a face. Now, the half of it is in the shadow. Show the other side. Okay, now using computer enhancement techniques, they can see another eye, the mouth continues, there's a nose, and I've talked with scientists who have spent hundreds of thousands researching.
Show me again, Hal.
And they are convinced.
This is the face.
Yeah, it's a mile long, by the way, and they are convinced.
What's that? That's a basset hound, isn't it?
By the way, they...
There, yeah, I think that is... It might be a chihuahua. I'm not sure.
David, I've spoken with the scientists, and they are sure that that is an intelligently formed object on the surface of Mars, and they want to go back and find out.
I mean, it's just like looking at clouds. You can see anything you want by looking at a cloud.
They wouldn't have that kind of symmetry.
Although it looks a little like Carol Channing, so maybe we got... well, this is fascinating stuff, and now you go back to your parking garage, and everything's fine, but sooner or later, people are going to announce themselves as being extraterrestrials, right?
Yes, this will happen. Eventually, there will be...
How soon?
No, they haven't given a date.
Labor Day?
They haven't given a date yet.
It'd be nice to plan picnics around this, wouldn't it?
They haven't given a date yet, but I'll tell you what, there is some information which does confirm the fact that the messages we have received are genuine, and people should check it out.
I appreciate it. Nice meeting you, David.
Okay, thank you very much.
We'll be right back.